you have in mind before I said
I honestly didn't have anything in mind. All of it. What I did know is that I've been wanting to go ginger for a long time.
Oh, so if you want, I can do that.
Or the gloss over it.
Yeah, I can just do it. It'll be like subtle, but you'll still be able to see it.
Okay.
So what we'll do is we'll do like some foils around the front.
Okay.
And then let that process wash. And then toner with like a coppery.
That'll be pretty.
You want to try that?
Ginger?
Let's
Ginger
do it.
spice?
Let's do it.
That's the cool thing about like toners and stuff like that. Like you can literally, you don't have to do too much and you can change the color like crazy.
Yeah, okay.
That's the cool thing about it. I'm actually gonna just like do what she's asking for without doing a lot of like lifting to her bowl. Like I want like the least amount. I always try to do like the least amount.
Right.
You know.
Put a word count.
Exactly. So after I apply this, she's gonna sit under the dryer for about literally like 10-15 minutes. Then we're gonna wash her and then put the glaze all over.
Okay.
Cool. So this is like my last foil that I'm gonna do on her, and it's basically gonna cover like everything we're gonna see on the front for the most part. If I wanted to be really ambitious, I can add like another little like foil, you know, like one there, just to make sure all my bases that you see in the front are covered.
Right.
And I just used 10 volume on her because she really doesn't even need, yeah, she's gonna lift. And that's another like misconception is people think like, oh, because black hair is more like, or mixed hair is more kinky and that it's not gonna lift quick. Our hair lifts so fast. Like the moment you put it on, it's already like lifting.
You gotta be careful.
So you really have to know what you're doing, which is the main reason why I wanted to work with you, because you do a lot of black hair.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that I don't because I only do the color.
Right.
So that's why I was like, okay, this is gonna be like match made in heaven.
Little situation.
Yeah. We have a lot of clients that will drop off or mail their hair here, send me a picture, and then her and I color it.
Nice.
But I was like, you know, I need to somehow like incorporate it because you see how fast her hair lifts?
Super fast.
Yeah. What I'm planning on doing is incorporating some of these like honey tones higher up.
Yeah.
Just so it like blends better like around her face.
Right.
And give her some pop so she'll feel actually like a lot more blonder without doing a lot. I will have to incorporate some on yours, but it's super minimal.
That's okay.
And I'm gonna use 10 volume, so it'll be super low key.
You just do your thing.
Yay.
Do your thing.
Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna also give you, I'm gonna break up the bottom a little bit and give you some like random like pops.
I'm so excited.
Yay! So I usually, I'm gonna start at the top because I want to do the part that's like literally. And you can just like literally, because I'm doing like these super tight folds a lot down. Yep. So we need to get 7, 3, 4 for Mia. We're going ginger spice. Extension hair process is different, obviously, than, so her hair is gonna lift super quick.
Right, extension.
Exactly. It takes a little bit longer. However, with highlights, I set everybody for 15 minutes because I don't like over processing.
Right.
So I'd rather do under than over and have them come back. That's just the way that I normally do it. That way we don't deal with any breakage, any weird stuff. Okay, my love, come on over. Okay. We're gonna process here. You can shut back. I just wanted to give you that like top. It's important like with color to know what you're doing. So, we do 1 to 2. So it's 70, so I'm gonna do 140 of 1.9. Which is a lot of hair. So I'm mixing a lot of color. It's that simple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply this on her hair, roots to ends. I'm gonna let that process, and I might do one more shades kicker all over, just to like seal it and lock it in. So this will sit, she'll sit under the dryer with this for about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll wash her and then we'll do one more glaze all over for about like 9-10 minutes. And she is set. I apply it like a base, and then once it's on, I can like run it through the ends. So as you can see, this is already picking up like reddish, which is nice. It coats it really nice. And that way we don't have to do a whole bunch of like highlights all over. With highlights, it's all about placement. It's not about, let me do like 1,000 foils.
Right,
There's no point. If you put it where it counts, you can like save their hair.
Yeah.
So she's gonna look really silly. And you're gonna cook under the dryer.
So stiff.
That's my work glove. Perfect. So she basically, her color is basically done.
Yeah.
Literally, we wash her in like 10 minutes. We're gonna do one more glaze and she's ready to style.
For timing wise, just because we're gonna have to dry her braids underneath. I mean, I could do the blowout, but it's not gonna look.
Yeah, it would need to
I
dry.
don't need to dry it.
Mix, if you can do 9G or 9GB, something like golden, buttery. Okay, my love, come on over. So we went in and I balayaged. I gave her some like brighter pieces. So she's gonna blow it out and like style it like kind of beachy waves.
Okay.
Yay! Okay, I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
You're done. You gotta cool for 5. So, would you blow dry anybody's hair? And then what do you do as far as like their edges?
I have like baby small flat irons. I mean, a lot of times I just, pull and pinch and you just kind of get it that way. I try not to use it. I haven't used a pressing comb in years actually. I have it at the shop, but it's like...
You don't use it, you blow it out.
Yeah.
And you have your sectioning down.
Yeah. And sometimes I don't section at all because it's just like, sometimes when you blow dry it kind of creates those hard lines that stay. Sometimes I don't section and just kind of work from the top back. And I really like it. I mean, it's a lot healthier. It's really important too to always make sure that the hair is combed through really well. I try not to comb through the hair with the brush. And then I do pin curls so that they can set. I try to make sure that the hair is dry inside. A lot of times, like with our hair, it'll feel dry to the touch. And then you go back 5 minutes later and it's kind of frizzy.
And then it springs back and it like the
it's
moisture.
like there's still moisture on the inside.
Yeah.
We're trying to like dry it without over drying.
Is it on high heat or no?
Yeah, I use it on high heat, but that's also because I'm constantly moving. I'm not resting. So the pin curls let it rest.
So like, I'm upper lefty, what I would do is I would bring this back.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So like at this point, would you already start smoothing out the ends or no?
No, the roots are the most important.
Do you let it like settle or like set?
You can. I would go through the end. Once you start to see the curl, start to form. Just try to make sure we don't get those fishtails.
Yeah. Got it, okay.
Little cannoli.
Okay.
I usually start in the front with my textured clients.
So it's all about keeping that brush moving, having that tension in there.
Yeah, always tension. That's really the biggest key. That's how you get it so straight. It looks flat iron though.
It does.
Just from tension.
I love her routine. Like she puts it down and she's like, okay.
So like slide it.
Slide it through.
Even if I'm stopping at the end.
Okay. Like literally like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
normal, I try to make sure that if I smooth this side, I'll flip it and do the other side too. And then I'll take a regular brush and I'll add that curl back into the ends. Started in the top, the roots are still pretty smooth. They weren't really like affected by the extra drippiness or whatever, but I still like to go through and like get rid of those like lines. Kind of see the difference, like if we look here, sometimes like when the hair is a little wet, still, when it ends up doing that little kink, and I'll just go back through and just focus on the root.
Hey! Yes! Love it. It looks so pretty. Pop. You're going through each section, hitting the roots, leaving the ends, kind of.
Leaving the ends only because the ends are pretty much styled how we want them to.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go through and like almost like do a quick flash blowout. I'm just taking linear sections just because it's easier, it's faster.
Yeah.
Right there.
Right there?
Yeah. So I try not to go all the way through. So I'm not even doing perfect parts or anything because you don't want the parts. So I'm just picking up the hair at where the volume is just to make sure the ends are smooth. Usually by now I'm like sweeping up and like doing other stuff, so it gives it a second to cool off. When you take it out when it's too hot, then the curls fall. It kind of makes it droop. Like we want it to dry up.
Yeah.
So
for coming and being a part of Breakfast at Tiffany's.
So fun.
I've been a huge fan. Seriously, a huge fan of your work for so long, so it felt really nice to get you in here.
Thank you. Yeah, this was great. I love doing stuff like this. I think it's important to like opening up that line of communication with your fellow hairdresser, you know? Like,
definitely.
Like Issa Rae says, work sideways.
I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Makes so much sense. Stop
it's
trying
so
to work
true.
so much at like who's above you, and it's like let's work on like who's next to us and like see what we can create from there. I think that's really important.
I feel like today for sure, you make me feel like less intimidated to start doing like more ethnic hair.
Yes.
Because like I do a ton of it, but I do mostly the colors.
Yeah.
So I feel like I was so overwhelmed by it because I'm like, like the time with colors and stuff. So I think when I do it from now on, I gotta slow it down.
Yes.
And just like maybe in my day with somebody or something like that. So I'm not exactly.
Like it doesn't have to be a ongoing revolving, you know, in and out. Like in the beginning, make it fun for yourself so that you can enjoy it. And I think that a lot of times we have to remember like we know a lot more than we think. And we know it from our own personal experience, you know? Like, I always tell people I can do all types of hair because my hair is like all types. It's very kinky, but it's also really thin when you straighten it out.
Exactly.
Or it's very, I try to use all those things that I'm annoyed with my hair with, like apply it to my clients because that's how I can kind of relate to them in a way. Where even if they're black, white, Asian, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
I try to find that connection. Like, okay, yeah, my hair does do that. So I kind of, you know, it makes it kind of easier for you to open yourself up to, you know, understanding it a little bit.
I wish that you were here.
Right.
Because we can collab so much more, but we gotta figure something out.
We will.
I don't know exactly how to do it, but we gotta figure something out. 'Cause I feel like by doing these collabs, me too, it shows people of different ways to do things.
Yes.
There isn't one way.
If you're gonna sit in my chair, this is how I like to do things. If this is how you want it, I will send you to Tiff, or I will send you to, you know, my girl over here. I try to just make sure that like they understand as much as I can possibly teach them, you know what I mean? So that they know what questions to ask, they know what to expect. Like, okay, then they don't mind going to other people.
Yes.
They understand, like, okay, every one person has their thing. Like, I'd much rather go to one person who has their thing than one person who knows a little bit of everything. You know?
I agree with that. And I think like it's important to not spread ourselves so thin. Like when I first started, it was like everyone did everything. It's like, wait, everyone's not great at everything.
No.
It's good to learn everything, but then like over the years, you start to like hone in on what you're great at, and then you can really shine.
Yes, absolutely. And you can use other things. Like, I don't ever do men's haircuts, but like sometimes I'll see a men's haircut that's really dope and be like, that would look cute on a woman if she had that little right there.
I like that.
You know, so sometimes I see it and it's like dope, but I don't know. I'm not going to stress myself out.
Exactly.
I realize like that this is a career, this isn't just a job, this isn't just a 9 to 5. So like if most people spend most of their lives figuring out what their career is, then it's like you should probably live in it and be happy to be where you're at and make sure it's a calm, enjoyable experience for you. Like this is your career with your name on it. Like you get to pick how the day's gonna go, you know?
That's why I feel like with our industry, we're so fortunate because we can choose our tribe.
Yeah.
We can, it's up to us. Like we can, we can choose who we want to do, when we want to do them. Like it's really up to us, which is why this whole year for me, as I mentioned to you, is dedicated to leveling up, opening up, learning more, being uncomfortable. Because I'm like, you know, for so many years I've been so thankful and really busy. Like, you know what? This year I'm gonna play. I'm gonna fucking go for it. I'm gonna try it and see where it goes. What advice would you give somebody like fresh out of cosmetology school?
I would probably just say just engulf yourself in just hair. Like do as much as you can. Like I remember when I first hit the ground running, I was just like, I was telling you earlier, I went to booth rental, which was obviously not the way to go, but any hair show that we could go to, I tried to go to. Any free whatever hair class, anything that I could do, my hands were in on it. Even if it wasn't something that I wanted to do.
Doesn't matter.
Just put yourself in it. Because then you find out what you like to do sooner. It's it's kind of like college where it's like you got to go there for 4 years to figure it out. It's like you kind of have to go through that phase, but if you put all the things right in front of you that you want to see first, and it's like you can figure it out a lot faster and maybe a lot more efficient if you like really put yourself in color and realize, oh, I don't like this at all, or you know what I'm saying? It's hard to make a choice if you've never done it. So I say just go for all of it and then, you know, make your decisions later.
I love that. Thank you so much for coming. This was so awesome. I've been looking forward to this session for a really long time. So this one is like super dear to my heart.
Like, honestly, no, Tiffany, you're so sweet, and I think it's so important for hairdressers, like especially women, like let's look at each other as partners. Like we don't have to be in competition all the time.
Exactly.
That's what makes it fun. Like let's keep it, you know, light, fun, girl power, all that jazz.
That's it. That's what it's about. Thank you so much for joining us. And make sure that you follow Kelly. What's your handle?
I'm on Instagram at Kelly Wood. It's KELLYWXXD.
Yes, and me, Hair Love by Tiffany. Make sure that you subscribe and you like my videos and leave me comments. Let me know what you want to see, who you want to see me work with, and that way I know what to plan for in the future. Thank you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.